Hello, you wonderful people. It is Icicle Fish. First off, I hope you had an absolutely wonderful, breathtaking, perfect festive season comprising of Christmas and New Year's and all of that good shit. Yeah, pretty much. I haven't uploaded for a while because I've been busy doing shit, pretty much, and that is the story of my life. Anyway, I was laddering a bit yesterday on OU, and I managed to find a pretty good match against this guy called Kaput. Probably an ult of someone, whatever. I was using the sand team. Basically, I chose Hippowdon over T-Tar as a stand inducer because, for the moment, Dog Trio weather teams run rampant over the metagame. As you can see, I am facing one right now. So I figure that at the moment, Hippowdon is the more reliable weather inducer, and then I've got the common core of Magnezone and Stoutland, because Magnezone takes out all the things that threaten Stoutland's sweep, and then Stoutland can indeed sweep. Starmie's there to spin, Rotom Watches to check rain, and Mence is to kind of do some late game cleaning. It's a Scarf Moxie Mence, it's wonderful. His team is a kind of standard, rainy, Dog Trio team, there's not too much to say about it. So first turn, I'm going to leave Rotom Watches with his Latios, and as you can see from the way I took that, obviously Specs, Draco Meteor, I am indeed the specially defensive set. I do predict a switch here again and go for a Nonapane Square, which is quite a nice play on my part because obviously he's going to switch, whatever he switches to is going to be full on health. So now my Rotom Wash is almost back to full health. That's absolutely fantastic. I managed to take a big chunk away from his Latios, and I love Rotom Wash, especially defensive Rotom Wash is an absolute beast. Nowadays in this metagame, if you're running Rain, then it's awesome. If you're not running Rain, then it's awesome because it counters range so well. And that is the story of my life. Anyway, switching to Magnezone right here. Luckily I lose the speeder, and I predicted the switch to Dog Trio, so I switched back into my Rotom Wash, but he doesn't do that. I kind of figured the only thing that Magnezone would have to touch Rotom Wash was Thunderbolt or Volt Switch, so I thought he would switch to Dog Trio because it gives him an opportunity to set up wherever he wants, because I'm trapped in there. So I do predict the switch here, go for the Volt Switch on his Latios, and it does mean I get momentum. So I go into my Magnezone trying to bait the Hidden Power Fire to see if he has it. Obviously, from the fact that he switches, he probably doesn't have Hidden Power Fire. I was trying to bait the Hidden Power Fire, going to my Starmie to take it easily. But it turns out, okay, he goes into his Dog Trio, and unfortunately I do get a bit of hacks here. Get the burn on the Skull Turret, that means his Focus Sash is void. But it's not too much of a big deal because this is a bulky Starmie. I do have Recover, so I could have just recovered off the damage, gone for a spin if he wanted to set up rocks, and that kind of would have turned out a similar situation. So he's going to make a lovely bait there, go into his Strachion, baiting my Hippowdon, and I take the bait. He double switches to Latios, and then I'm not going to say I predicted the trick at all. I predicted the Draco. Go into my Magnezone because that's probably the best thing I have to take it, but he switches Specs, so it's all cool, and I can take a Draco, take out his Latios with a Volt Switch, which is absolutely incredible. Although it does mean I have to forfeit a bit of momentum because killing something with Volt Switch means he gets to see what I get to switch into first. So I kind of go into Starmie to try and regain some of my momentum because he kills me off with a Volt Switch. So he goes into his Strachion, I can wall that with a Hippowdon, so I get a free turn, hence momentum. I can set up some rocks, and yeah, he goes into his Rotom. I'm obviously fearing a Hydro Pump, so I'm going to get straight out of there because I need to Hippowdon to win the Weather War, basically. So I'm going to go into my Rotom Wash. He predicts that very nicely, goes for the Volt Switch. Kind of a risky play in case I stayed in, although no one in their right mind was staying. But it was a good play overall because it does mean he gets a nice chunk of momentum here. He can go into his Jirachi, obviously not have it sub-broken by my Rotom Wash's Volt Switch. And I'm in a bad situation because it's obviously a sub-CM Ratchi. And in my opinion, sub-CM Ratchi is one of the most dangerous sweepers in OU right now. But basically I was scared. I had to go into my Hippowdon, and I know some sub-CM Ratchis, especially in rain, carry Water Pulse. Luckily this one doesn't, so that's a good mental thing. Hippowdon kind of checks his Jirachi quite well. So he's going to switch in this Politoed, obviously. I'm going to switch in my Rotom Wash, maybe to survive the Skull and the burn and get off a Pain Split, but if not, it's not the worst thing, and obviously he does get just enough damage to where burn will take me out, so it's unfortunate but not a terrible thing. I can go into my Magnezone now, and obviously because he doesn't have Dog Trio running rampant, I can Volt Switch out of there, go into my Salamence, which is absolutely incredible because now I've got the whole momentum on my side. I can go for an EQ, get that sweet Moxie boost, and now he makes a lovely play. Basically, This Terrakion hasn't actually attacked anything on my team. I have no idea as to whether it's banded or scarfed. So if it's scarfed, I'm obviously going to have to switch out of there. So I'm going to play it safe, go into my Hippowdon. But he makes a lovely play, switches back into his Politoed. So you can see I'm definitely against a really good player. Right here, I go into my Stoutland, and he unfortunately goes for the Ice Beam instead of the Scald. If he had gone for the Scald, it would have done a lot more, obviously, and he would have had a chance to get a burn. But basically, the turn where I got the momentum and set up my rocks is absolutely vital, because here, he switched in his Terrakion into rocks twice. I know it quad resisted, but look how much that return does. He underestimates the power of Stoutland. Stoutland is absolutely incredible. Choice Banded Adamant, it resists, but it's enough to 2-hit KO on the switch, and he makes a bit of a puzzling play here. He switches back in his Terrakion, maybe thinking that I would switch. I don't know, he obviously had to take a risk, otherwise he would have lost the game. But lost the game he do, that is incredible grammar joke, I must say. But yeah, that's the game for today. Thank you for watching, you beautiful person. And a 4-0 score kind of doesn't reflect how close the battle was in the middle of it. Sometimes scores just don't do that. It could have gone either way. And luckily some risky plays on my part managed to pull off in my favour. So I hope you had it once more a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year. And I will be seeing you soon. This is Icicle Fish out. Peace.